Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and I just realized that there's a cat behind me, which I love. Who doesn't love to look at a kitty? Today we are going to be talking about all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So I want to start making videos like this every week because I'm constantly testing out new fragrances. I'm constantly wearing fragrances that I just recently hauled, and I think this would be a good way to give you guys a good follow-up on how they performed, how I'm liking them, and just everything about them. So just give you a little bit more information about them rather than just hauling them and then you don't see them again unless it's in like a list or something like that. So anyways, I've got a lot here because I often wear two fragrances mostly every day. I'll wear a fragrance like in the morning and then all day through work, and then I will come home and oftentimes if the fragrance from the day has worn off, I will spritz something else on before I go to bed. So I have quite a few here. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right in. The first fragrance that I wore last week, and I wear to bed usually at least one night a week because this is one of my like ride or die comforting. I absolutely adore this scent. This is called Nudiflorum, and this is from Nasomatto. So this, oh gosh, I don't know how to describe to you how I feel about this because I love it so intensely. This was one that when I first smelled it, I wasn't totally sure about it because this is like a dirty, musky perfume. Oh my gosh, but I have fallen head over heels in love with this, and I'm so glad that I got it in this form because this is a little tiny oil. I think, yeah, this is only 4 ml of oil, but this will probably last me a lifetime because you literally need like a dot on each side of your neck, a dot on your wrist, and maybe a dot on your chest, and you are going to have the biggest cloud of this beautiful fragrance around you for ever. I mean, once you put this on, it will not come off until you shower, and then even after you shower, you may still smell it hanging around on your skin. It lasts forever on your skin. It will last absolutely weeks on clothing. It's just gorgeous. This one doesn't have, they don't list, Nasomatto doesn't typically list their fragrance notes anywhere on the internet, so I'm not totally sure what exactly is in this. But this out of the bottle smells, like I say, like a dirty musk. I wouldn't consider it like an animalic musk. It's more of like an earthy musk, if that makes any sense. It's got like an earth kind of soil, like damp soil vibe to it, but there's a sweetness to it, like clean, sweet skin. It is stunning. There's like a touch of spiciness to it. It's just everything to me, everything. And I know this is an expensive one, but like I say, this is ride or die. Like I could not live without this in my collection anymore. So anyways, I went on about that one for longer than I expected to. This is Nudiflorum from Nasomatto. The next one that I wore is Tocca Isabel, and this is a gorgeous sangria, boozy, light, and refreshing rose. Perfect for this time of year. It's not too sweet. It's a little bit astringent because it's got, I'm pretty sure it's got like a sangria note in it. So there's just like a touch of like an astringent quality from the kind of alcohol note in it. It's just gorgeous. It's light, it's bright, it's airy. My husband says I smell like an older lady when I wear this, unfortunately, but I don't get that at all. It's beautiful. It's got like a touch of greenness to it, but not in a way that makes it smell like a green fragrance. It's just a beautiful rose, and this lasts absolutely forever on me as well. I can spray this, you know, on my skin and on my clothing, and this is one I can wear to work, and it will get me through the entire 12 hours, like, and I'll still smell it. It's one of those that isn't gonna project a ton. People around you, they'll smell it, but you know, you're not gonna be smelled when you walk into the room, but people will smell it. But you will smell it all day long. like every time you move, you'll get a whiff of it. It's just beautiful. I love this fragrance so much and it performs so well. So again, that one is Tocca Isabel. Okay, the next one is one that I just recently hauled and I absolutely adore this fragrance. I love how this smells so much. This one unfortunately doesn't last a terribly long time. I got about 4 hours out of it, but I love the way it smells so much, and 4 hours is okay. That just means it'll be a fragrance I have to wear when I'm at home rather than wear it to work. But this is Naomi Campbell, just Naomi Campbell, and I adore this fragrance. This has got a ton of notes in it. It's got a whole mishmash of notes, which I give you all the notes in the haul video, so yeah, I adore this, but if you want to know all the notes and everything, check out that video, the perfumeonline.ca video where I hauled it and I give you all the notes in it. But there are a lot of notes in this. It's like a kitchen sink type of situation and I love it. Okay, so the magic with this one is on the skin. This is one that just works on my skin and I love it so much. So again, that one is Naomi Campbell, Naomi Campbell. The next one I wore, thankfully I wore this at home. I sprayed this on after I'd gotten home from work one day, and I'm glad I did that because this is not a warm weather fragrance. It was very warm that day, and I don't know, I was feeling like I wanted to smell like apples, and this was the wrong choice. This is very, very much a cold weather fragrance, which I learned the hard way. This is Pomme Trempée from Dua Fragrances, and this, oh gosh, I love this fragrance so much. This is a inspired expression or a dupe of Kilian's Apple Brandy, and it's gorgeous. It's a boozy, spicy apple fragrance, but it does not smell good in the heat on me, but I love it. This is nuclear. It lasts absolutely forever, just like most Dua fragrances do, and I adore this fragrance, but this one just that was a bad choice for a very hot day. It was like in the high 80s or low 90s, and yeah, but still beautiful, still love it, and I will be putting that one away until the fall. The next one is one that, it's the one that my husband got me for Mother's Day, and I adore this fragrance. This is from Nicolai, and this is Low Mixed. This is the most beautiful citrus cologne, like traditional cologne smelling fragrance ever. This is considered an eau fraiche, and I don't even know why. This could definitely be an EDP formulation because of the way it performs. I can wear this to work. It will last on clothing. It lasts on my skin for hours and hours. This lasts absolutely all day long on clothing. I can smell this, like I can spray it on at 5:30 in the morning when I leave the house, and I will still smell it at 6 o'clock at night when I get home. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful, clean summer citrus that lasts incredibly, like for hours and hours on the skin. So I adore this fragrance. I have already put a good little dent in it too because I've been loving it so much. So this is Nicolai Low Mixed. Okay, the next one I have to share with you is one that I did not think was a very good performer. At first, when I first got it and I wore it a couple times, I sprayed like I normally do, which is usually 5 or 6 sprays. I'll spray on the back of my neck, on my collarbone, on my arms, and then kind of call it a day. That's how I usually spray with my fragrance. But this one, and spraying it that way and wearing it that way didn't last great. This is Commodity Rain, and gosh, I adore this fragrance. It smells so, so good. But the next time I wore it, and I've worn it about 4 times now, and when I tell you that this sucker comes full to the top, like it's literally resting you know, on the glass on the top. So this one is another one I've put a pretty good dent in because it's already like down below the rim here. So, but I have found if I really, really go to town with this, I mean spraying it all over my skin, all over my clothes, everywhere. If I spray it like I'm spraying a body spray or something, you know, like that, if I just go to town with it and spray 10, 15 sprays of this, it will last hours. I did that and I wore it to work, and I could still smell it when I got home from work, you know, in the evening. So this one is one that you really have to overspray with. If you overspray with it, it will last absolutely forever. If you only do a few sprays, or, you know, even 5 sprays of it, it's not going to last that long. So this one I am enjoying so much. I adore the fragrance of it. It's this is a clean, watery green fragrance. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's got like a touch of sweetness to it, but not, it's more of like a skin sweetness rather than any, you know, any like artificial sweetness. It's mostly like just a watery green fragrance. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. It's clean. It's beautiful. I adore it. And this one is a really good performer, like I say, when I sprayed like that. So there is that one. Okay, this next one is another one that I wore to bed one night, and this is Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. So this is gorgeous. Gosh, this is a pear, predominantly pear fragrance, pear and vanilla. I believe it may have, I believe this has pistachio in it. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I think it does have pistachio in it. In fact, I think somebody commented and said it does. It's stunning though. It's predominantly pear and vanilla. It's like a beautiful creamy pear fragrance, and I absolutely adore this. This one lasts really, really well on me as well. It's definitely one that I will have to overspray a little bit if I want it to get me through a work day, but it could definitely get me through a work day like that. I hate to overspray it because I only have a 1 ounce bottle, and I'm scared I'm gonna like go through this so quickly, but I guess if I did, I'll just get another bottle, right? So anyways, that is Jean Paul Gaultier, which I want the bigger bottle anyways, because I want the one with the flowers around like the collar there. But anyways, that is Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. 2 more, guys. The next one is one that I pulled the trigger on. I blind bought this because I adore the original so much. It's my favorite Tom Ford fragrance, and the only reason I never bought a full bottle of the original is because it did not last on me for very long. But I read reviews, people saying that this one lasted longer, so I just went ahead and pulled the trigger and bought a bottle of it. This is Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc. And this is gorgeous. This smells nearly identical to the original Soleil Blanc, but the white florals are a little bit amped up in this one. As in Soleil Blanc, it's a little bit sweeter, a little bit thicker. It's got more pistachio in it. This is gorgeous though. I adore this fragrance, and I am very happy to say that this lasts absolutely forever on my skin. This is one that I wore to work, and I sprayed it on at 5:30 in the morning. I did go a little bit ham with it. I didn't have to go overboard like I have to with the rain. I didn't have to do like 10 or 15 sprays with it, but I definitely had to do like 8 sprays of this. But like that, 8 sprays got me all the way through a 12-hour workday. So and 12 hours, I only work 10 hours, but I'm out of the house for about 12 hours, or yeah, just over 12 hours actually. So yeah, this got me through, and I am so, so happy about that because I love this fragrance so much. And I actually have the Soleil Blanc oil, the body oil, which I adore, and I will layer this over this, and then with that combination, like, I'm good to go for the rest of the day. So anyways, that is Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc. And the last one is one that I also just hauled, and this is Martine Micallef Mon Parfum Cristal. And this one, the first time I tried this did not last very well on my skin at all. Like, I didn't know what I was going to do with this, whether I was going to keep it, whether I was going to resell it, because like I say, it didn't last very good on me. But then I also thought I need to keep this one for cooler weather because I think that it's going to perform much, much differently in the cold. But Oh gosh, I do love this fragrance. So I wore this to bed one evening, and I sprayed a little bit heavier than I normally would, and when I did that, this was like nuclear. It lasted absolutely forever. This is like rose and toffee. I think there might be some tuberose in this, or maybe not. I know there's rose and I know there's toffee. It's a beautiful sweet rose. This one reminds me of Oud Bouquet if you took out the oud. It's gorgeous, and yeah, when I wore it to bed, I could still smell it the next morning when I woke up, when I oversprayed a little bit. So yeah, this one I'm definitely going to be keeping. I'm excited for cooler months to really start wearing this one like a lot. So anyways, guys, those are all of the fragrances that I wore last week. Let me know if you like this style of video, if you like to see what I wore the previous week, if you like to hear my thoughts and talk about how they perform and really give you kind of more practical information, I should say, rather than me just hauling them and giving you notes and those types of things. This way I can really give you an update on how they really wore on me. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up so I know to keep making more videos like this. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!